Hi all. In this video, we will discuss about instance-based learning. First, what is the difference between instance-based learning and the algorithms which we discussed earlier? In those algorithms, for the given training examples, we are developing one target function. By using the target function, we will give the result value for the test data. In the case of instance-based learning, simply storing the training examples, and each time a new query instance is encountered, its relationship with previously stored examples is examined in order to get the target function value. In instance-based approaches, we can construct a different approximation to the target function for each distinct query instance that must be classified. In the case of instance-based approaches, we are concentrating on only local approximation, whereas in the previous algorithms, if you take ANN, we are concentrating on global approximation. That is, global minimum we considered. In those cases, we are considering entire instance space. In instance-based methods, we can also use more complex and symbolic representations for instance. Those symbolic representations are used in case-based learning. These are the disadvantages of instance-based approaches. First one is cost of classifying new instances can be high. So why that one is high? For each new instance, we have to consider entire training examples. But in the case of previous algorithms, by considering entire training examples, we are developing one target function. By using that, we are taking decisions whenever new instance comes. But in this case, every time we have to consider training examples. So that's why this instance based thing is also called as a lazy method. But in previous examples, those are called as eager methods. Second one is instance based approaches typically consider all attributes of the instances when attempting to retrieve similar training examples from memory. In this video, we will discuss these three algorithms. One is k nearest neighbor. Second one is locally weighted regression. These two are instance-based algorithms. Third one is radial basic functions, which is non-instance-based algorithm. Before taking algorithm for this k nearest neighbor KNN, first we will take example for this one on regression process. So here training examples, 4 training examples we are taking. So those are 3 are the attribute values and y is the output. And for all those things, we are taking the values x1, x2, x3 are the input, y is output. And one text example is considered in this case. So this is the text example. So in the case of k nearest neighbor, first step is we have to store all training examples. Next, we have to calculate distance from the training examples to the text one. So to calculate distances, we have to use Euclidean distance method. So that is, so see this one, x1 value is 5. Here in the case of test 3, 5 minus 3 whole square plus x2 value is 2. In the case of test, that is 2. 2 minus 2 whole square plus 3 minus 4 whole square. Total value is sum of all the things value is 5. So like that, we have to calculate distance between example 2 and text data, and distance between example 3 and text data, and distance between example 4 and text data. So what are the values observed? first one is 5 distances, second one is 6, third one is 6, and fourth one is 9. So here in our algorithm name itself, k nearest neighbor, if k value is equal to 1, okay, then so what is the minimum, that is the minimum distance is 5. If k is 1, only we have to consider only one distance only, so which is the least one, so 5. So corresponding example, what is the output value? 1. So target output value also 1. If k is 3, then so 3 nearest near ones we have to take. So 5, 6, 6. So we have to take the mean value of those things. So that is in the case of regression. Okay. In the case of regression, KNN to calculate target value, in the case of KNN, we have to use mean calculation. So next one is in the case of classification, how this KNN works. So here procedure is same. Okay, so we have to store all training data. Later we have to calculate Euclidean distance between each example and test data. So same example we are taking. Here values are 5, 6, 6 and 9. So classification is it is either true or positive, plus or minus we are taking. So if k is equal to 1, so only least distance we are taking. What is its target value is plus. So that one we are taking for the text one also. Now come to k is equal to 3. So that is 5, 6, 6. Okay. So for these three examples, here how many positive are there? How many negative are there? One positive and two negative are there. So which is maximum one? Negative is maximum. So we are taking text data value as the negative. So like that we can use KNN in the case of classification problems. So now we'll take the algorithm for k nearest neighbor. So first one is all instances correspond to points in n-dimensional space. So that is r power n we are taking. So later we have to calculate the nearest neighbor of an instance are defined in terms of a standard Euclidean distance. So how we have calculated is similarly we are calculating here. So here we are representing this one as, so we are representing this one as AR of x. What is this AR of x? Denotes the value of rth attribute of instance x. Okay, like that. So that AR of j is the second one. That is just one we are taking. So like that, first we have to calculate the Euclidean distance. In nearest neighbor algorithm, target function may be discrete valued or real valued. If it is discrete valued, we can go for the regression case. Sorry, if it is discrete valued, we have to go for classification case. If it is real valued, we have to go for the regression case. Okay, so now you see how this function is for discrete values function. So n-dimensional real, okay, r power n gives v. So v is a finite set, v1 to vs. So this is the algorithm for k nearest neighbor for discrete valued. So observe here, first one we have to store all the training examples. So that is training algorithm for each training example x comma f of x. That is x is the input, what is the output f of x. Add example to list training examples. Everything we are storing. So after that, how classification is carried out. So given query instance, that is for given test data, how to be classified. So x1 to xk denote x instances from training examples. So that are nearest to xq. Okay, so which are nearer we are taking. Then after that, okay, here you observe here what is this one r max. Okay, so here some are positive, some are negative. So which one is more contained, that is either positive or negative. So that one that thing we have to take for the output. Okay, so that is delta of a comma b is equal to 1 if a is equal to b, otherwise that one is 0. So how many ones are there, how many zeros are there? So if one number of ones are more, then final target value also 1. If number of zeros are more, then final target value also 0. So this is the algorithm for k nearest neighbor in the case of discrete valued function. So that is in the case of classification. So representation in the form of a diagramic way. So that is a Bernoulli diagram. These things are called this, mainly this second one, right side one. Okay. So you observe left side diagram. Okay. So this XQ is the target one. XQ is the target one. So remaining are training examples. Okay. So we are storing and target one comes. So if k is equal to 1, what is the value? K is equal to 1, so positive. Okay, then the target value we have to take as positive. If provided, if k is equal to 1, k is equal to 1, then result value is positive. So for example, if k is equal to 5, so observe in the circle 5 training examples are present. What is the maximum one? Positive or negative? Here more negative are present. So target value also negative. So like that we have to take KNN algorithm in the case of classification. Now come to this Bernoulli diagram, this right side one. Okay, so then each one we are taking as one region. Okay, so in this region, wherever you take the target one, so that is nearer to that particular point only in the region. Okay, wherever you take target one in that region, so that is nearer to that point only, not to other region points. Okay, so like that we can take Bernoulli diagram. So always this is the in that region only you will get the result. Previously we have taken k nearest neighbor for discrete valued function. In that case, how you have taken this one? So maximum number. Okay, either positive, if positive is maximum we are taking that result, if negative is maximum we are taking that result. But in this case, k nearest neighbor for continuous valued functions, we have to take the mean value of that one. Okay, so calculate mean rather than most common value. This calculation mean comes under regression algorithms. Okay, so taking of most common value comes under classification problems. One refinement to k nearest neighbor algorithm is adding weights to all training examples. Then what is the advantage of adding weights? In the case of classification, to take the decision, we are considering only certain training examples. To take impact of all training examples, we can use these weights. Then what is the disadvantage of this one? If you are trying to consider all the training example, okay, calculation of target value takes more time. Similarly, performance decreases. So that is a distance weighted nearest neighbor algorithm. So then already we have taken the algorithm for k nearest neighbor. Okay. In that algorithm, we can change only in last statement. That is function value we are replacing. That is we are adding weight to that one. Other than that, no change in the algorithm. So you observe here for discrete valued functions, we are taking the most common value where we are adding only weights. How this weight is calculated? That is 1 divided by square of Euclidean distance. Okay, next one is for real valued function. Okay, that is we are taking this mean value. Like that we can calculate, we can apply this distance weighted nearest neighbor for discrete values or real values. We considered inductive bias for all the algorithms which we have taken previously. Okay. So for example, for decision tree algorithms, shorter trees are preferable than longer trees. Okay. So then for back propagation algorithm, we have taken inductive bias as a smooth interpolation of points are required. Okay. So like that, here also we can take inductive bias. So the inductive bias corresponds to an assumption that the classification of an instance X will be most similar to the classification of other instances that are nearby in equilibrium distance. So in this equilibrium distance, how many instances are present? Almost their classification, their result value almost same. So now distance weighted k nearest neighbor algorithm is robust to noisy training data and quite effective when it is provided a sufficiently large set of training data. If you take only k nearest neighbor algorithm, okay, if noise data is present, performance of k nearest neighbor algorithm decreases. Okay. So we can overcome that one by adding weights to all training examples. Moreover, by adding weights, we can take effect of all the training examples on the classification value. Okay, that is, it works well on the large set of training data, but only k nearest neighbor won't work well on large set of training data. Next, one of the disadvantage of this curse of dimensionality. So that is, if you take one instance, if more than, for example, 20 attributes are present, okay? So in those attributes, some are important attributes. By using that, we can take the decision. Some are non-important attribute. So non-important attributes of instances affect the selection of correct neighbors. Okay, so to overcome that, so we can use these weights. So for non-important attribute, in those cases, we can decrease the weights. For important attributes, we can increase the weights on axis. So like that, we can decrease the effect of non-important attributes. Next disadvantage for this k nearest neighbor is efficient memory indexing. In this case, delays are processing until a new query is received. Significant computation can be required to process each new query. So that is, we are storing the training examples. We are not taking any target concept by using these training examples. Whenever test thing comes, whenever new query comes, then only we are processing that particular new query. So it requires more indexing. So here to overcome that one, we can use KD tree. So in this case, what we are doing in this KD tree is we are storing all instances as leaves of a tree. So with nearby instances stored at the time at the same or nearby nodes. The internal nodes of tree sort the new query X to the relevant leaf by testing selected attributes of X. Okay. So if you take only one region, that is the left side tree or right side tree, half of the thing we can decrease. Processing time also decreases. Next instance based learning algorithm is locally weighted regression. So this is similar to linear regression. So you can observe that function f cap of x equal to w naught plus w1 a1x plus w2 a2x to wn an x. So where w are weights. So here we can take linear regression, quadratic regression. So multi-layer neural networks also we can consider. So here first we are taking the error value. So what is the error? So target value and what is the our training value what we are getting. So we have to reduce that error. So same gradient descent we can follow here to reduce that error. How that error can be reduced? By changing the weight values. By considering gradient descent, which leads to the global minimum, and we are considering entire instances. So instead of taking global criteria, we can go for the local approximation. So to follow this local approximation, three possibilities are proposed. So what is the first one? Minimize the square error over just the k nearest neighbors. Instead of taking all the instances, we are taking the nearest neighbor. So whose equivalent distance value is less, those things only we are considering. So that is 1 by 2 sigma. So that is x belongs to k nearest neighbor of x cube, f of x minus f cap of x whole square. So that is the first one. Second one is by taking an entire set of training examples, plus we're considering weights associated with that one. So here, while weighting error of each training example by some decreasing function k, we are applying on that one. So we are taking how these weights are calculated 1 by equivalent distance. So we are applying some decreasing function to minimize those errors. In this case, we are considering entire training examples. Third one is a combination of 1 and 2. In the case of 1, we consider only nearest neighbors. In the case of 2, we consider total set of training examples. For that one, we are adding weights. Okay, so that one we considered. Okay, so one decreasing function k we used to reduce the values. So for 3, we are combining 1 and 2. Okay, so that what is 1 and 2 combination? We are considering only nearest neighbor place. We are applying the k function, that is decreasing function, on those only. So that is the best one if you compare with the remaining two. So now we are redefining gradient descent rule by considering this third procedure. So that is you all know. Okay, so what is this error? This one is learning rate. Okay, learning rate is for smooth interpolation. We have to take the very lesser value. Then so this is the decreasing function we are taking and nearest values we are taking. So that is f cap minus f of x minus f cap of x. So this is the gradient we are applying, redefining gradient descent by considering 3. Okay. So this is the second method for instance based learning. So these are some of the remarks on second method, which is locally weighted regression. So here first one is cost of fitting more complex function is very high. Okay, so if it is a function is complex function, okay, in that case we have to adjust our weight values. Okay, we have to reduce error, so it will take more time. Like that's why cost of fitting is more. So next one is this simple approximation model the target function quite well over a sufficiently small subregion of the instance space. So this one works very well on small subregions of the instance space, not on entire space. Next one is a radial basic function, so which is not a lazy method. Okay, so here these radial basic function used in ANN learning. So where in the case of backpropagation algorithm, we have used sigmoid function to calculate the output of neurons, output of perceptrons. So in this case, in the case of radial basic function, we have to use a Gaussian function. So where okay whose curve is smooth fitting one, whose curve is a smooth fitting one. Okay, this is Gaussian function. So where we have to use the variance value. Okay, so this is a closely related to distance weighted regression. In the case of radial basic function, okay, we have to use Gaussian function. So here we'll use this Gaussian function in the calculation of output only. So here we are using the neural network, multi-layer neural network, and here input unit to the hidden unit, we are calculating all the things, okay, from input to the hidden unit value we are calculating, and this hidden unit value we are transferring to the this target function, output layer, so associated with the weight values. So that is output of hidden multiplied by W1, output of hidden 2 multiplied by W2. Okay, sum of those two we are taking here, and on that one we are applying the our Gaussian function to take the output value. So as discussed, radial basic function networks are typically trained in two-stage process. In the case of first, we are finding the how many units, number of hidden units, and each hidden unit is defined in terms of XU and variance. Second one is the weights W are trained to maximize the fit of the network to training data using global error criterion. That means in the case of previous two algorithm, okay, so there we used local criteria only. Here we are using the global error criterion, that is we are using the Gaussian distribution, so we are going for global error criterion.